Deeper now, James Boyes is a professor of international political studies. He joins us from our London bureau. Always good to see you, James. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Natalie. Good to speak to you.
All right, well, more fallout from the leaked cables. Now we learn from the former ambassador reportedly saying Donald Trump only ended the Iran deal to make his predecessor Barack Obama look bad. How bad does that look for President Trump?
Well, it's just another example of people suggesting, of course, that Donald Trump's entire political strategy is based upon undoing the work of Barack Obama. It's been quipped widely that if Barack Obama had cured cancer, somehow Donald Trump would bring that back. What we're seeing here in these details, though, is really interesting because what it reveals, arguably, is the strength of the British relationship with the United States. The idea that our Foreign Secretary, in this case Boris Johnson, could at very short notice get very high-profile meetings with John Bolton, the National Security Advisor, with Mike Pence, the Vice President, and with the Secretary of State in an attempt to try to persuade the administration of the error of its ways is quite revealing. As is, I think, the fact that there was apparently clear daylight between some of those gentlemen and the president, and no apparent rationale for why this decision was being made to walk away from the Iran deal, except some personal animus and some campaign pledges made during 2016.
Right, that's a good point, because I want to play a video of President Trump announcing in May of 2018 that the U.S. would withdraw. Here it is.
Not only does the deal fail to halt Iran's nuclear ambitions, but it also fails to address the regime's development of ballistic missiles that could deliver nuclear warheads. Finally, the deal does nothing to constrain Iran's destabilizing activities, including its support for terrorism.
The question is where he got that information. Who agreed with the president a year ago? We know that Secretary of State Mike Pompeo at the time said Iran was complying.
Well, that's right. And again, these details are revealing because that statement by the president was made very shortly after Foreign Secretary Johnson left Washington, having failed to persuade the administration to stay within the deal. And when you consider the fact that John Bolton had recently joined the White House, I think many people are of the belief that that was very much the sort of the telling point here, that National Security Advisor Bolton was long known to be a hawk on this issue and had helped, I think, tilt the balance in favor of this. But the problem, of course, is, as these details are revealing, there's no plan B, and it's very easy to walk away from a deal, and Donald Trump has proven that over the course of his presidency. But what we've yet to see so far from this president is the art of the deal. Where are the new deals coming from? Yes, we can walk away from something, but where's the next plan? What's going to come next? And that is what we have failed to see so far, I think, from this administration.
Yeah, so was this a miscalculation by President Trump then? Iran shows no signs of capitulating, and while we're at it, he also has tried to twist the arms of North Korea. Hasn't worked. And China on trade hasn't worked.
Well, that's right. And again, you know, we can look around and we can see also what's happening in the United States with NAFTA and trying to get new deals there between the US, Canada and Mexico, for example. It's all well and good to say the deals that are in place are imperfect. Well, guess what? Most deals in international relations are imperfect because there is a degree of give and take which is always required. And I think that all too often we're seeing a naivete on the half of this administration with regard to how it is that international relations are done and deals are struck, and this idea of compromise, which of course is a dirty word to some, but it's an essential element of international relations to get any agreement done. And that really is, I think, a learning curve this administration needs to get on pretty quickly.
Right, considering what's going on with Iran right now, the tensions and the instability that we're all experiencing with the situation. Always appreciate your insights, James Boyes, for us. Thank you, James.